So here we have what we are talking about is the population of bald eagles. All right, everybody knows who bald eagles are, right? So is I think is one of the national symbols or national bird of United States, right? Okay, and it was on the list of endangered species. Okay, and in the lower United States, means excluding Alaska, there were very few of them left in during this year. Okay, everybody clear? Okay. Now, after that, what happens is, what would you say? The numbers, what would you say according to this graph? The numbers have been doing what? Increasing, right? Everybody clear? Okay. And then, I mean, of course, it did not increase as much from here to here, right? Here it increased faster. Here it's like slowed down a little, then increased really well in this direction, didn't it, right? And this point is a little iffy because this data was not calculated very seriously, looks like, all right, but we don't know. This particular point is little iffy, but anyways, you can say that between 1986 and the year 2000, there was a very rapid growth in the population of bald eagles, right? Everybody clear? And the reason was this: during this year, they were put on the list of endangered species, okay? And also, there was a, you know, there was an insecticide called DDT, okay, which was killing their eggs, so that was banned. It was not only killing bald eagle eggs, but it was like doing harm to people as well. Everybody clear? So this is just like how you can read a graph, right? Am I clear here? So good. Let's take another example, and then I'll just go to plain simple algebra, okay? Because the first portion, so here, let's look at DGIA averages. Okay, it's good to look at these things from time to time, and okay, what's the year right now? Well, let's say, just write this down. Let me see. Okay, here we go. So it's for just for today, right? Everybody sees this here? Okay. This is like what? This is 5, and I think the market closed at what? At 4 p.m., right? Okay. So if you look at the graph according to time, what would you say? Here it was decreasing, right? Wasn't it? Went up, went a little further up, came down, and that's how the trading changed today, right? Increasing, decreasing, and etc. etc. All right. Everybody good on this so far? And if you did this, uh, if you want, you can just go ahead and see. Do we have data? I think they do give us data. Let me not change it to statistics. Let's see. Well, this is historical prices. Let's look at that. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty good. Open high, right? Let's look at these guys. Okay. Let's see how they look. Okay. Since we are looking at it anyways. Okay. Good. High, low. We are interested. We are interested actually in how did they close, right? Am I clear? Everybody understands what I'm talking about? All right. Okay. This is a big ingredient. I mean, our dependence on this doesn't go away. We can't put our money in matrices and whatever. Let's see. So we want to see the close value, right? Okay. So let me delete these guys here, right? Okay. Okay, this is till yesterday, right? Okay, delete sheet columns. And how far did it go? Oh, it didn't go too far back, but anyways, let's look at these guys, and you know what? Let's see if it shows us in the correct order because it is. insert. Let's see if it will show. Okay. Oh, good. Yes, it did show. Go in the order of date, right? So this will show us even better, right? Everybody clear? And it's pretty interesting, isn't it, right? When was the elections? I think it was 6th of November. Does anybody remember? Okay, 6th of November. And after that, people thought that, well, looks like government got elected and it started going what? Down, right? Okay. So anyways, we are just seeing how to interpret graph. We are not doing finance. And here it's showing a comeback like anything. But, today I think it went down a little bit. Okay. Everybody good on this? Would you let me say this is section 1.1? Is that okay? Or, well, if you let me see, I'll pull up section 1.1 for you so that we have it done like really the way it should be. Okay, one sec. Okay, don't worry. I'll just pull it up from my class website. Okay, I'm teaching the same class online. Okay? So here, let me just pull it up here. Okay. Okay, now that's not very comforting, right? It does that to me. So what do I do? How we can go like this? And this is an online class. I'm just trying to pick up the power, get our PowerPoints. Okay. Come on, please. So Blackboard. You can see I teach a lot, right? So here is 1.1, right? Chapter 1. Here, qualitative graphs to describe situation, right? So I didn't give you any equations. So wasn't I talking about same kind of things, right? Okay. When we talked about the Dodge, the stock prices, we took time as independent variable and we just saw that how that was going according to time, right? Everybody fine? Okay. And, sometimes it may go up or down and all that. Okay. So let's do this here. So if a curve goes upwards from left to right, it's increasing. Did everybody get that sense from these pictures that we saw? See here, from here to here, it's doing what? Louder? Decreasing. Here it's slightly increasing, slightly decreasing, little jump, then little slide, jump, and etc. etc. Right? Everybody good? Okay, good. So rest you can read, right? Otherwise I'll just go on telling stories and then we'll get distracted a lot. Okay? All right. So what is the next thing that we have to do? Let's see what the section 1.2 is about. Good. Graphing linear equations. Good. All right. So you know this, that y equals, say I wrote 4x minus 2. It is a what? Linear equation. Or the highest power on all the variables is how much? Simply 1, right? Everybody clear? I don't have x square or x cube or anything. I don't have a y square or anything in there, right? So it's a linear equation. Okay. Now we have to see how to graph this linear equation. Okay. So if I want to graph it, somebody make a suggestion. What do I do? Yes, go ahead. I can solve for x, sure. So, okay. So solving for x will give me what? let me solve for x, because that's an algebraic technique and we will do algebra. If I'm solving for x, what happens? We get y. Solving for x means what? I'm isolating x, right? Everybody fine? Okay. So, excuse me. So I have y plus what? 2, 4x. Okay. So I got x equals how much? It will work. Nothing wrong with it. It will work. Okay. Everybody. But I solved for x. But graphing, if you are graphing an equation, what you intend to do is you want to see that how does the collection of all such points looks like, right? Everybody with me on this, right? That's what you want to see. Now, if I have a line, how many maximum points do I need to draw the entire line? Louder? 2, right? That's what I heard without any, if I have two distinct points, okay, let's be formal, two distinct points or two different points, I can graph the line, right? So see, this is a very good, we rehearsed this, solving for x, okay, all right, and we could do that, but in this case, as I said, nothing wrong with this. We can go this way, all right? But here, a good scheme could be this. Let's go and get some points that satisfy this equation, right? Okay. Is that what you meant when you said solve for? Oh, you're looking for the slope. I'm so sorry. I didn't hear you well. Who is the slope? 4, right? Okay. So let's do it from scratch. That is all I know is that this is the line, all right? And I'm going to write the coordinates of 2 points on this line, right? And then connected by a ruler, right? Okay. So if I have to do that, what I would do is that, well, you said I need, book asks you to do this, says that, verify at another place or whatever. So y is expressed in terms of x here, right? Isn't it? Okay. So y is expressed in terms of x. So a wise thing could be what? We can just throw in different values for x and see how they look like, right? Give me a value of x, any number you please, any real number you please. That's easy to work with. Louder. Thank you. What's your name? I didn't get your name. Thank you, Ashley. I took one. Very nice. So we have 4 times what? Oops. Nothing wrong in that. 1. Okay. Which is what? 4 minus 2. That is 2. Are we good? So I don't know why I did this. I removed that. And here I will type the coordinate. So what do I get as a coordinate of points here? What do I get? 1, 2. Very nice. Somebody else, okay? Give me another value of x, whatever you please. Yes, go ahead. 6. Good. Very good. This is 6. Very nice. So we got 6, right? Here is 6. So 4 times 6 is 24 minus 2 is 22. Did I do it right? Does that look right? So I got 622, right? Everybody clear? Okay, good. Now I would like to graph this line, right? So everybody with me so far? So I'm just going to take my graph paper. Now you will draw it on a paper, or if you are working with my math lab, it gives you a paper there. But I'm just going to take my virtual paper here, okay? All right. The graph defined coordinate system, and our points were what? I forgot. 1, 2, and 6, 22, right? Everybody clear? So 1, 2, 6, 22 is too far up. So let me just do this here so that we can make 22 fit in the window. Everybody good on this? So this is like 1. I have a very tiny scale here, right? Okay. So what was my first point? We got Ashley here, 1. And what was the second coordinate? 2. I plotted it right here, right? Then we had Elizabeth giving us 6. And then the second one was 22. Plot. And we are done, right? Everybody good? Okay. So now what we have is this. I can go ahead and connect these by a ruler, right? Everybody good? So I'm just going to take my virtual ruler here, which will make a line for me. Okay, and here you go. All right, good. Oops. Okay, very nice. So this is the line that we were talking about, right? Everybody good? Okay. So let's go ahead and look at some other properties of this line. Okay. And what am I looking for? Okay. Now, do all of you have that My Math Lab account or no? Yes or no? No? Oh, okay. So, you like you have not purchased it yet, you mean, right? Okay. So let me not assign any My Math Lab work today. How many of you do have account on that? I have the package, but I can use it yet. Okay, so I'll let you set it up. So just I would do this. I'll show it to you how it works so that when you go home and you are working on it, all right, because today is what? Wednesday, right? And next time you will meet will be when? On Monday, right? So it'll be good to see that how this thing works, right? And my exercises and his might be different, so I'll just show you mine. Why is this not good? So here we go. Here is our line, right? Everybody fine? And then this is, so we will have x coordinate, we will have x coordinate axis and y coordinate axis. And here you go. This is the x axis, right? And this is what the y axis. All right. Am I clear? Now, see this. So, and we graphed this line, didn't we? Right? Everybody good? Let's let's look at this. See, this point here is a special point. All right, this is special in one sense. In which sense? In the sense that it crosses the y-axis here, doesn't it? Right? Everybody clear? So this is called y-intercept of this line, right? Everybody clear? Now, the thing is when you are describing a point in the plane, right? Okay, it will be good to express the coordinates of it, right? Everybody clear? Okay. So what are the coordinates of this point? Can you read it from there? Sorry, what is the x coordinate? It's on the vertical line. So how far is it horizontally from? Louder? Yeah, what's the x coordinate of this? 0.5 is for this one, right? Let's see. Very good.
The y-intercept.
Yes, y-intercept. See, I know it's very hard to read, okay? All right, I agree. We'll take a different example in a moment, okay? So y-intercept is what? And as I said, you never know who is grading your paper. So always be formal. Say it is what? 0, -2, right? Everybody clear? And who is the x-intercept? You guessed it's looks like it's 1/2, right? Or 0.5. isn't it? So this guy is the x-intercept, or this point is the x-intercept, and the coordinate is what? Coordinates are what rather? 0.50 or 1/2 0. Everybody clear? Okay. Now here we read it from the graph, but tell me this. If I have an equation like this, right? Say I have an equation like this, right? And somebody says, give me the y-intercept, right? So I got x, I got y, and here. And this is x, y, okay? And here I want to write, say, the y-intercept, okay? Everybody fine? Say I want to write the y-intercept here. What happens at the y-intercept? X becomes how much? Everybody fine? Ashley? X becomes 0 there, right? So x is 0, right? Everybody fine? Okay. And so if x is 0, how much my... Very good. I didn't even get a chance to even copy paste. That was impressive. That very nice. So -2, I could have gotten it right here, right? Everybody clear? And if I want to obtain the x-intercept, right? What happens at the x-intercept? The y value is what? 0. Everybody clear? So y value is 0. So for x value, what I got to do is I have to solve for this, right? Everybody fine on this? That's what I have to do, right? So solve for this. Then if I'm solving for this, what happens? How do I solve for x? Quickly add 2 to both the sides, right? Okay. Yeah. So here is balancing. Okay. Remember that that word wal muqabila. Remember that? Okay. That's what they mean by this balancing, and okay. All right. So here now what happens? X is what? Oops. X is 2 over 4. That is how much? 1 over 2. And that is 1 over 2 comma 0. Everybody fine on this? Or 0.50. Make sense? Okay, good. Now, let's let our grapher graph it. So let's graph this guy in here using our graphing calculator. Okay. So what do we want to do here? We would like to do the graphing, right? Am I clear? Okay. So we want to do graph. So first we will go ahead and enter our y. I just erased it. What is my y? 4x minus 2. Everybody fine? I'm so sorry. Excuse me. Okay. So my y is 4x minus 2, right? To see a graph, what would I have to do? Press on graph, right? I don't see much of it here, do I? Right? Everybody clear? I don't. So it just depends. Like, it just depends on how big my window is, how is my window sized, right? So to adjust these, where should I go? I should go to window, right? And right now you can see that x minimum is 0. That means it's starting the x values from 0, isn't it, right? Let's make that -10. And if you are using graphing calculator for this first time, this sign is for the operation minus. Everybody clear? And this is for, putting a negative sign in front of a number. Okay. And let's go to say -10 here. And we had Elizabeth's point 22, so I'll put that as 25. I could have put that as 20 as well. Okay, so here we go. We should have a graph. Yes, we have a good-looking graph, don't I? Right? And don't we? I meant, right? We all have a good-looking graph, right? Okay. So what happens now is I'm just going to graph it in this grapher, if you don't mind. Ready? Good. Okay, very nice. So here is a graph. All right. And here is your, what did I do? Okay. It's all right. Let's just ask it to. All right. Here we go. Or last time, I promise I won't mess with this again. Okay, good. So notice this here. I mean, this is a graph of what? Y equals, so let me just do this here. I'll just post this video on YouTube. Let me not worry about the script so that when you have to take the notes down, and I'll do it right now before we leave from here, okay? So don't worry about emailing or anything, okay? You'll see where to find it, okay? So let me just take a new one, okay?
Is it possible for you to post these notes exactly, not just the video, but
Okay. Yeah, it is possible, but you have to have patience with my saving and everything, Elizabeth. All right. So, okay. Now, today is my first subbing day. So, let me write subbing here. Okay. And subbing here. The date is January 30. I teach mostly online. So, I'm the most flexible sub. That's what I think. I don't know. Okay. All right. Good. Happy, Elizabeth? Okay. I'll post them exactly as they are.
Thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure. No problem. Where is it? Here. Okay. Copy. Anybody getting too bored yet? If you do, tell me. Oh, no, not like that. We got a better copier here. Okay, there you go. So here we are. And this is equation of who? This right here, right? Everybody good? And we see -2. There is a relation right here. What's the relation? The relation is that's the y-intercept, right? Everybody clear? Now, this line is a what? Rising line, isn't it, right? Okay. So, notice this. Say I go from here to the right by how many units? Say 1 unit. Everybody clear that I have walked east 1 block, right? Everybody fine? And then I am walking up like, how many blocks up did I have to walk? Like about 4, right? To get back on the line, didn't I? Right? Everybody fine? It's just like, say it was a highway, I was missing an exit or something. All right, so the only way to merge is go that way this much. I don't know, maybe it's a silly analogy or whatever. Okay, everybody fine? So for a run of 1 unit, I got a rise of 4 units. If I go 2, it won't fit. I'll have to go 8 units up, right? Everybody fine? So, and I think that's what you had mentioned before, that when I'm looking at this, right? So just by looking at this line, you can say 0, -2 is what? The y-intercept, right? And who is the slope? 4 is the slope, right? Everybody fine? Or in general, if I have y equals mx plus b, who is my slope? M is the slope, right? Everybody clear? And then 0b is what is the y-intercept, right? Everybody clear? Okay. Am I making sense to everyone, or Jason? You making sense? Oh, I'm sorry. I miscoordinated your name, sir. Okay, what's your name? Uh-huh. Sorry? Mark. And see, I didn't write it in good coordinates here, so I apologize. Okay, Mark, making sense, everything? Okay, yeah, help me where I did not. Huh? Okay, let's go back to the beginning, right here. Is this okay? See, I I know this, that this relation should give me a line. Like if I did this, if I took the collection of all the points, okay, whose x and y coordinates are related by this equation, I'll get a straight line, right? Is that acceptable? Right? So, a way to draw, a method to draw that line would be what? Go ahead and, throw in some values for x, right? Am I clear? Okay. So once you get 2 points, that's all right. Somebody says, build me highway from this point to this point and it should go like a straight line. All right. That's an easy thing to draw. Making is a different thing, right? Am I clear? Okay. So, uh, just help me. Where did I lose you? Here, the intercepts, are the intercepts okay? Intercepts means where does it, so here, let me just save this first. So that I can, okay, so, okay, right here. See, this is line, this is the y-axis, and this is the x-axis, right, sir? Here the line meets this y-axis, right? Doesn't it? See, this is the y-axis, right? This is our line. Is that good? This is the junction of these two, isn't it? The two meet there, right? So the two meet at one point, right? Don't they? So that particular point is called y-intercept because this is the meeting point with the who? The y-axis. All right? Likewise, you called this point here in the previous work that we had, right here, the x-intercept, right? Why did you do that? Because the line meets at this point who? The x-axis, right? And what we did here in this block is, which I'll email to Professor Gleam, is that just said that, say we have the equation, we are not looking at the graph, how to find it algebraically, all right, by substitution, okay? And I'm going to do more examples like this. So just interrupt the moment I don't have anybody interrupt, because otherwise I'm going to call you by wrong name, and you don't want that to happen this evening, right? Okay. All right. So far so good, everybody. Okay. Let's do one more example. Okay. One more. So anyway, this is the general thing, right? Isn't it? If I have an equation like this, then m is the slope of this line, right? I mean, you see this, you see 6% slope means what? What? If I go 100 units further, my drop will be what? About 6 units, right? Am I clear? Okay, if I'm not interpreting it wrong, I mean, if that's how. Everybody good? So, and Mark, if you don't mind, sir, can I ask you this question? Say I have a line, right? I'm giving you an equation, okay? Negative 2x plus 5. Or let's keep it easier. 6, okay? Tell me the slope. Slope is what we will do. Look at this, and then just mash the two together. All right? Am I clear? Like I'm filling my tax forms, I have to match things with this instruction, that instruction. Who corresponds to M here? -2. Do you agree? Right? Good. So the slope is -2. Very nice. The y-intercept is, who is the y-intercept? Help. See? 0, right? See, 0b is the y-intercept, right? Am I clear? So it's 0 and then what? 6, right? Everybody clear? Okay. Why don't you obtain the x-intercept for me? Everybody quickly. X-intercept, help. Who is the x-intercept? How do I obtain the x-intercept here? Or I set y to 0, change y to 0 was perfectly acceptable. All right. I have, everybody clear? I want, now I would like to find the x value, right, of the point where the line meets the x-axis, right? So how would I do that? Solve for x, right? Everybody good? So I can solve for x right here, but I'm just writing it in routine manner because it's late in the afternoon, right? So then we have -2x. What do I do? Equals, help, -6, right? Okay, 1 second. -2x over -2 equals, oops, sorry about that. Divide by -2 you had meant, right? I mean, I can divide by 2. I just have to then divide by -1 again. It's all right. That's relaxing. Some people love numbers. A lot of people love numbers. Okay. So they don't want part company with them. So you can just, if your calculation lover, just split it and as many parts as you would like. That will reduce the chance of making mistake, right? Okay. So somebody go ahead. Yeah. Or anybody. You are Jason, right? Okay, Jason, tell us the x. How do I write the x-intercept then, sir? 3, 0, right? Am I clear? And if I have to graph this line, see, I got these guys. So what I can do is, where is my sketch? Let me take a no sketch. Graph showing. Okay, here we go. Oh, I forgot. Who were the points that we had? Who were the points? 3, 0, and 0, 6, right? Everybody clear? Okay, Mark, am I fine on this now? See, I would do this. See this here, I found coordinates of 2 points there, right? 3, 0 and 0, 6. Just go ahead and plot them and just connect them by a ruler, right? Okay. So what we have is, where I was, so many things open, I'm losing track. A graph. Points. Who remembers what was the y-intercept? 0, 6. Plot right here, right? Everybody sees that? This is x equals 0, y equals 6, right? Who was the x-intercept? 3, 0. Hit plot and I'm done. Alright, so here is 3, 0. Here is 0, 6. And I'm just using a virtual ruler here, right? And here is my line, right? Okay. And what happens along this line? Well, this is a relaxing line, right? When you are, say, doing biking or something. All right. Yeah, you feel this. I'm going down, so you can just let the pedals rest. It rolls, right? Everybody good so far? Okay. Now tell me this here. Look here. I'm giving you another example. say y equals 4. All right, everybody clear? And remember, if I have this here, where are you? Right here. Okay. This is what we know about these guys, right? So 0b is the y-intercept, right? Anyways, what's the slope of this line? Tell me how much x is. There is no x, so that means somebody multiplied x by who? Tell me if I have to match this with this. All right. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just thinking to myself.
Hey, that's okay. So it's 0x, right? Okay. Everybody fine? Did I make it look like that without disturbing it? Yes or no? Right? So what's the slope of this line? What is the slope of this line? Help. Just say I'm going on treadmill, right? How many of you have used treadmill? Okay. How many?
Straight line.
It's a flat line, horizontal line, right? Everybody clear? When I'm on my treadmill, I go zero slope because I just became too ambitious and screwed up my knees. All right? Everybody clear? On a treadmill, I'm saying. So no slope means it's a flat, straight line, right? A horizontal line. Everybody clear? So slope is what? 0, right? What's the y-intercept here? The y-intercept is 0, 4. Remember, let's just become a little formal, right? 0, 4. Very good. It's good. If I have to graph this, can you give me another point on this line? Can you give me another point on this line? Okay, go ahead. Yes. Okay, just let me first get a new coordinate window. Remind us your name again? Clay. Okay, thank you, Clay. Okay, so here, right. So I know that plot points 0, 4 is a point here, right? Am I clear? Makes sense? Now say I am flying at an altitude of say 4,000 feet. All right, everybody clear? All along. So what would I do? I'll be flying like this, wouldn't I, right? Everybody fine? Okay. So give me coordinates of another point. Would this point be on this line, y equals 4 or not? Let me first write y equals 4 here. That's what we are talking about. Y equals 4, right? Everybody fine? We are talking about the line y equals 4. Can everybody see the picture there? So is this point on the line? Say yes or no? Yes. Is this on the line? Yes. Right? Everybody clear? So if I have y equals constant, it's what? It's a horizontal line, right? Everybody clear? That is, it's a line parallel to the x-axis, right? And passes through what? 0, 4, right? Okay, let me change the color of this. Which color? Let's make it orange. Okay. Can everybody see orange here? Right? So here, this is my line. Y equals 4. Everybody fine on this? Right? Good. So the slope here is 0. That means there is no rise. And if the slope was negative, I was going to go down, right? Neither rise nor fall, right? Everybody good? Okay. Tell me this then. Let's look at this guy here. Say I made this line. Change the color here. Let's make it blue, right? Right here. Okay. So here the slope is 0, the orange line, right? Let's write it down. the slope is 0, right? Makes sense? In this case, what happens is, I can't think about going up or down like this, right? No Spider-Man. Everybody, okay, so this is like, so what would you say? In this case, the slope is what? Help? Somebody, anybody? Undefined, right? Everybody fine? So for a vertical line, the slope is undefined. But say somebody wants you to do this, wants you to give the equation of this line, all right? Or an equation of this line, what would you say? Tell me a property. What's the coordinate of this point that I just blinked at? What are the coordinates? 1, 0. What is the x coordinate here? X here is 1, 2. X here is, the point here is 1, 4. X stays how much all along? Simply 1, right? So what you have is, this can be taken, this is x equals 1, and this is a vertical line through 1 comma 0, or the point 1, 0, right? Everybody clear? Okay, so what you have now is that if I have y equals b, it is what? A horizontal line, right? Everybody clear? If I wrote x equals a, what is it? A vertical line, right? So far so good, everyone? Okay. Now let's work with my math lab a little bit, have our assessment, okay? Okay. So let me stop this video for a second. So let's look at these guys. Graph. Which one do you want us to do? Yeah, pick one. 2. Good. Here is 2. All right. Good. This is graph by plotting points, right? That means what? I have to obtain coordinates of 2 points on it, right? Am I clear? And then graph it. So let's do some calculation really quick. Okay. Just a moment. I didn't have to do that. Okay. Excuse me. What was that? Y equals 3x minus 2. Am I right or wrong? Okay. Yeah, just a second. I messed up. Negative 3x plus 2. Yeah, I said it opposite, right? Everybody fine? So, give me 2 points on it really quick, please. 2 points, 1 point. Okay, I don't know why am I panicking here. No rush to. There is no rush. You don't seem to be in any rush, right? X, Y, right? Yeah, give me an easy value for x. Ashley, give us an easy value this time. X equals real easy value. 2. 2 is good, right? Okay. Negative 3 times what? 2 plus 2, that is negative 4. So I have a point, what? 2, negative 4, right? Everybody clear? And then there is a, now let me take a value and I'll go real lazy value. You give me easy, I'm going to go lazy. Then I'm going to take it as 0. All right? So that I don't have to do a thing. Am I clear on this? Right? So what happens here when I took x as 0? Muhammad, help us please. Muhammad is, go ahead please, sir. If I took x equals 0, what will happen, sir? 2. Thank you, sir. Okay, so 0, 2. Everybody good? So just like I was doing on the sketch pad, I forgot what were the points. 0, 2 and 2, negative 4. Am I right? 0, 2 and 2, negative 4. And it's not very, let's see, 0, here is 0, 2, right? Everybody clear? And then what I do is I say, okay, I want to go to 2, negative 4 right here, right? Makes sense? Here is a, okay, all right, keep your fingers crossed because, yeah, we are under record. Good, it's happy, right? Everybody clear? Okay. Let's go to the next section then. Okay. You know, I don't do this homework very much, right? All right, which one should we do? Which one? Pick a question. There's 7 of them here. 4. Good. Thank you. I got. Okay, good. It says line is sketched right here. Okay. Can everybody see this line? And it's asking us for the equation or for an equation. An equation is better here. Tell me, what do we notice? What's the slope here? And y stays what as all throughout? 3. So what would we say? Y equals what? 3. Why does it not like it? Okay, I think it wants us to close that. Good, it's happy. Okay. Now we will do something. Let's see if I get something. Oh God, I always get these wrong, but I have to practice. Okay. All right. Okay. So here.